All right, man. So, if y'all don't understand, we from the great state of Michigan, and we gotta say that Michigan football has been looking real good right now.
Man, shout out to Blake Corum. Shout out to
Cardi,
I think his name Divine or Donovan Edwards. Shout out to McCarthy, whatever the young white fella's name is, doing his thing, man, representing. And the kid got flavor, man.
Yeah, man,
The kid
definitely.
got flavor.
he
man.
plays like this, man. So like, he plays instinctively. When he made some of those plays where he had to run the ball himself, whether it was out of bounds or ran into the touchdown, to me that says, what are you gonna do when you see everybody tied up? We have a place out here called Prospect Park, or you could say Perry School Field, or you could say over here in West Willow. You could say anything. You know what I'm saying? But the instincts come out of a person when you're playing the game. When the game is on the wire, you see people make the best decisions or the worst decisions. And let's just say young JJ there has been making some real good decisions in them pockets lately, man. So shout out to the whole Michigan Wolverine establishment. Shout out to Harbaugh. You know what I'm saying? You've been making some good decisions over there overall. I gotta say that too.
Mm-hmm.
You put some breath back into the people who lost their esteem for Michigan. Me myself, I've always represented Michigan, but in the back of my mind, I always said, man, I don't know. So it's been a good year to celebrate so far, man.
Yeah.
You know, the morale of the whole Michigan is high right now based on that. You know, shout out to Ohio State, y'all lost like some good little bitches. Like no, no, but y'all played a good game.
They in the playoffs though, so now you got Michigan in the playoffs. You got Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
You got TCU,
Mm-hmm.
and you have Ohio State. And some people are pissed because Michigan just beat Ohio State.
Yeah.
You know, UCLA just lost, but not UCLA. Excuse me.
USC.
USC just lost, so they can't go. But I think that's their first loss. So it's Alabama's not in it. They lost twice, so it's kind of more understandable
Yeah,
why
for
they
them not
can't
to
be
be
in
in
it.
it.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But you know, it's a few things that you look at and you be like, oh, I wonder. But
yeah.
I think that this year's college football was unbelievable, and it's Michigan finally is back where we need to be as I guess a team that you know what I'm saying, people can cheer for. You know what I'm saying, and I'm happy to be able to cheer for them niggas again. Man.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
because
a big fact.
I mean, we always stood by Michigan in their program, even in the Appalachian State loss. During a time when you were just hoping they would just get lucky and stumble upon a good winning career record. You know what I'm saying? So now that we've gotten that on a consecutive basis with Jim Harbaugh, I think it's really becoming conceivable that we'll see that national championship sooner than later.
Most definitely. I'm about to be listen. I'm about to get a whole bunch of Michigan gear. If I hadn't had it in the last some odd years, don't get me wrong. I'm a state fan.
Yeah. Do your bandwagon thing.
You know, I got two. Most definitely, I got two. My friends call me a Michigander and a New York.
Cause I thought you was a Michigan State fan.
I'm definitely a Michigan State fan.
Okay.
But I
put that
can't
out
wait.
there.
I can't wait. But I like to smear
Put
stuff
that
in
out
people's
there.
faces, man. I can't wait to go to New York and wearing a whole bunch of amazing blue, man. I gotta.
They don't have no team out there anyway.
I just like doing it though. I like doing it because
Yeah.
I like to tell my Michigan
They got
friends.
Syracuse.
I like to tell my Michigan friends that we just more dominant creatures over here in Michigan anyway. My New York friends, we just dominant anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I be saying stuff like, yeah, Detroit niggas or Metro Detroit niggas run this or that around the town, and then you'll go there, you'll be like, oh shit, there's some people from out there right there. Yeah.
Man, shout out to my solid face lords out there,
Yeah.
man. My guys, man. Yeah.
Shout out to Long Island, period, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I got a lot of good friends and family out there, man. So I can't wait to put that in front of y'all face. No, I said that because look, my boy Q City saw me wearing actually this jacket right here when I went out there last.
That's what I was about to ask you, because you know we get to get them to them heated. Now I can't really say nothing right now because the Knicks was kicking ass.
They kicked ass.
You know what I'm saying?
But what he said was, damn man, I see you fly as hell. That jacket, I don't even know they suck. So you know, me and him got into about a half-hour debate.
I told him that. He tried to bait me into some shit, man.
He definitely gonna try to bait
He said,
you.
that's a hard ass jacket. I said, yeah, but the team suck. You ain't finna get me, nigga.
yeah, most definitely.
Shout out to my nigga Q though, man. Yeah, man. But speaking of sports and entertainment, Brick Baby.
It's only entertainment.
And I ain't talking about a missed shot.
Hey.
Cowboy. And I ain't talking about her a beef herder. Are still into it.
Pause.
New developments. Brick Baby is from the 60s, but I guess he's not messing with the 60s no more.
Brick Baby is from the 60s. He said the same thing that basically Nip said, man, I'm not, you gotta think, the night before Nip passed, the day or night before Nip passed away, he saw one of his arch enemies at a juice spot. And I think he either gets that for himself or his grandmother. And basically the guy, matter of fact, the guy's name is Firebug. He said he saw Nip, he was happy to see Nip. He said, yo, what's Nip? He turned around, they both were in shock. You know what I'm saying? He said he pulled up there, he knew he was in the 60s.
No disrespect. My whole point of this is, I'm talking about Cowboy saying this nigga don't exist. Where is this coming from? Is Cowboy really that out of touch with that, even though he was around? He's putting it out there that Cowboy was a smoker. I'm not saying Cowboy didn't fall off smoke, or is he just skinny? You know what I'm saying?
I'm saying,
we never
personally, know. We don't know. I can say this much right here, man. It's generations of shit. You know what I'm saying? And I also heard somebody say this. This is one of the most sad things I ever heard. You ain't a 60 till you kill a 60. So he might just be I know this right here too, man. If you go to California, man, and niggas say I never heard of it, he basically dissing you. You know what I'm saying? Like, in the sense
the crazy thing is, man, we sit here, we talk about California, right? We talk about Cali. In California, the niggas out there got the reputation of, they want to have people in fear. But you're creating a climate where nobody is going to tour the city, the state.
Well, this is what I was getting back to when I was saying something about Nip and Brick Baby. Nip said, he saw his arch enemy and he said, I'm all the way with the shits, but I'm not on that right now. And then the dude said the same thing. Mm-hmm. And then also Brick Baby later on, after Nip passed away, said the exact same thing. And then if you look at what Cowboy's been saying all this time, he's saying the same thing. Mm-hmm. What we are dealing with right here is two guys with egos who are saying fuck you and fuck you, but it's still 60s.
I'm saying the mentality of what's going on in California that's been going on for decades is going to stop the tourism. Fuck the rap shit. You know what I'm saying? But just to see, I know we started this conversation talking about, the two gentlemen, Brick Baby and Cowboy. But I just gotta say this, because I gotta let California know. It's other places to go visit. And niggas are gonna exercise the right to go visit somewhere else where there's some water and some good weed to smoke, or where we can take our weed. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Anything, because weed ain't that hard to attain. You know what I'm saying? You can damn near, you can get it there. It'll be.
I've also heard a few California members say this too. Like, it's not just happening to y'all; it's just happening internally as well, which I get. Crime happens amongst yourselves, and then when you get out of town, it seems sweeter to grab onto. So.
But it's just been with all the rappers and shit like that. That shit out of control. When the police say don't come out here, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like you stopping the economic growth of your state.
You are, most definitely, you are.
You know what I'm saying? Yep. Of your area, you stopping the opportunity to come there. Silicon Valley now is developing in different states.
Yeah, ultimately, you know what I'm saying? Ultimately, you guys, it just makes you guys seem more scandalous for no reason. You know what I'm saying? And that ain't the look, man. I get it, y'all got internal shit going on, and then sometimes y'all hungry, y'all see a steak waved in y'all face, and y'all want to get that, but you better off,
But that's uncivilization though, my nigga.
Yeah, you better off.
And I can understand some street shit being some street shit.
You better off forming relationships with people, man, because then, like we're speaking on, you're gonna leave bad taste in people's mouths. And people, like you said, man, it's just good weed in places that's beaches and better in different places, man. Y'all leaving bad taste in people's mouths, man. Y'all might want to tighten it up.
Forever though. I'm saying though, niggas ain't really. It's not like it's some, and I'm not saying that BMF was just this great thing either, but I'm just saying, no, at least niggas made money.
Yeah.
At least niggas, you know, it probably has some things that happened in there that people can't, you know, ain't proud of, but at least people made money. And a whole bunch of people wouldn't just get knocked off in the process. You dig what I'm saying? And this shit, it's a lot of niggas getting knocked off. Then when niggas try to come visit, look at the terrain and the scenery, they might get knocked off, robbed, or whatever, and then you blame it on the tourists for being out there. Oh, you shouldn't have came that cat. What are you talking about? It shouldn't have to be like that. You're inhumane.
Yeah, that's
not saying that we don't live right by Detroit or shit don't happen in Ipsy or Inkster down the street but damn, bro. I think we talked about this last time. We don't just be knocking niggas off around this way just because a nigga got 50,000 on his neck. Yeah. Niggas is used to seeing niggas shining around here, man. Yeah. Like, come on, man.
Yeah. It's not. It's truthful, man. That's uncivil. That ain't comrade like, man. Again, man, I get shit going on out there, man. People starving and all of that, but y'all got to get y'all economics together, man. I hate to say it, but it is what it is. I don't mean no harm by it, but it is what it is, man. I don't even know what to say about that. Like, that's y'all politics. That's y'all politics. Y'all scaring people away, though. And not to say that it's fear. It's just that, like, man, why I'm going to risk my life to go try to build? You know what I'm saying? Ultimately, people want to build with y'all. So if we can't build with you, then, you know, you kind of taking yourself out of a bigger picture. You dig what I mean? But that's life. Sometimes people take themselves out of the equation. Let me see here, man. It was something else I wanted to kind of touch on. We talked about, Kanye West.
Kanye been
Kanye West happens to be one of the most funniest trolling motherfuckers in the world.
Yeah.
At this point, I don't know if he just needs help or if he's just trolling, but I think everybody's saying that same thing, man.
Well, they don't know if he needs help or if he's just trolling?
Yeah, man. If I want to start off first with how he was on Twitter with Elon Musk got him all out of there, account suspended. I don't know if it's indefinitely, but Elon Musk got him out there. He puts up a tweet showing Elon Musk on a yacht or a boat, whatever that is, being sprayed by a water hose. I thought it was actually pretty funny. And Kanye West tweets that out saying, this is my last tweet.
Mm-hmm.
Elon Musk says, that's fine. That had me rolling because he came back and he was responding to it kind of like, all right, we playing the push and shove game right there. So I don't know whether to tweet that out and say, I don't know whether to put that out to say whether or not they were bantering each other in a funny kind of way or what. But to me, it was just all jokes.
Right, yeah.
Then Kanye goes on to say maybe this was previous to that or it might have been after.
I don't know, man. Like, Kanye be saying some shit. You be like, man, yeah, man, this nigga genius ain't say mother shit. You be like, man, you get the cringing in the inside. Like, why you say that, dog?
Kanye West is an idiot savant.
You know what I'm saying? Why you say that?
Yeah,
like, you know what I'm saying?
Kanye West, he has good points, but he has bad delivery, man, and he doesn't execute his points well. And I think the dots that he connects in his head, he thinks everybody else is connecting them the same way, and that's where he fails. Some might have said, okay, the Nazis. He said what? I guess he said Hitler was, or somebody that they were good or something like that. Okay, yeah, when you take people individually one by one, there's good nature in everybody, but that was inhumane. You can't say that out loud. Like,
right.
I don't want nobody to come to me and say, your slave master was a good person. I'm pretty sure there were aspects of that person that was good, but I'm not fucking with that dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't want you to come to me telling me how good my oppressor was versus how evil he was.
No master. Master Splinter.
Come on, man.
He was a good man.
Yeah,
you work with some saddles.
You fucked yourself up with that one, Kanye. I gotta say, man. I don't agree with that at all. Again, there are good aspects to everybody, and there are evil aspects to everybody too. Whatever self you decide to live in, your lower self or your higher self, that's up to you.
Man, one thing I gotta say to niggas though, man, y'all gotta stop agreeing with niggas immediately. Soon you hear a nigga got an issue with a nigga, y'all wanna jump on the motherfucking bandwagon and not liking who he liking. Then that nigga say some fuck babies and then y'all
dog.
Like, oh shit. oh shit. You know
man.
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, man. That's don't do that. Don't be a fucking idiot. Don't be a fucking idiot.
What you feel about Kim Kardashian getting $200,000 from my nigga? That's crazy.
200,000.
That should make you say some crazy shit on whoever's show now. Like,
well, I guess she's getting.
You got the right to don't give a fuck. Like,
I guess she's getting her rebate back from when she gave Kanye the money to get out of debt. Cause,
dog, that's crazy though. All right, what them niggas need? Like, nigga, you they parent. Like,
they squeezing that man, bro.
Man,
however they can.
Nuts.
Come on, man.
They squeezing me by the nuts.
They want him to go broke.
With 2 thumbs. Nigga, for real, dog. That
yeah.
shit crazy, dog. Like, how the fuck?
Then Kanye tweets. Yeah, I think it was his last final tweet before his Elon Musk tweet. He says, Chris Paul. What do you say? I caught my wife with Chris Paul. Me personally, I had to sit there
where did he catch him at?
That's the part he left
And what
out.
did he catch him doing?
That's the part he left out.
And that's what I'm saying, man.
You fucking idiot.
Kanye be leave the door wide open. He ain't Bruno Mars. He just leave the fucking question open.
What does he mean?
Like, huh?
Yeah.
Like, it's too intriguing and less informative. So how the fuck can I know what I'm supposed to know from your rant if I don't know what you're ranting about? You know what I'm saying? People always try to tell he's a genius, he's a genius, he's a genius.
Yeah.
He is, kinda.
But you know who was even more of a genius in that situation when I look back at it? Drake was a freaking genius.
What Drake do?
So now Drake, it was speculated that he hit Kim, and he came out and said, no, I didn't hit Kim. But he also didn't give the telltale sign of what possibly could have happened because around the same time
he have to, like,
that he was.
Sometimes people is too fucking nosy, man.
Around the same time he was beefing with Kanye West, he decides to post a picture with him and his friends in CP3 jerseys. So speculation has it that he's confirming that CP3 hit his wife. But then again, too, man, all of this could just be a ploy to sell records at the end of the day, man. I don't too much read into it. I just think it's funny in the hip hop world what people do to get attention, or you might be getting your wife hit. It is what it is, my boy.
Yeah.
Maybe you should be single.
Speaking of Drake,
yeah.
Quentin Miller was he surfaced and he was talking about he was writing for everybody.
Quentin Miller surfaced again?
Yeah, he was talking about the projects he's done with Nas. Then he had to clear that up and say that he wasn't like writing reference tracks for Nas. He was just kind of like helping. You know what I'm saying?
I can see that being true.
So
I mean, Meek Mill kind of exposed that back in the day. That's the reason why they started beefing. He wanted Quentin Miller to do a little bid for him. So when Quentin Miller denied, Drake came out. I thought
he asked Quentin Miller to do some shit after he had already put him out there.
No, I think that was beforehand, and this is when Drake, Meek Mill was being a diva. Getting caught Twitter fingers and all that good stuff right there, man. It wasn't a good season for Meek Mill. Left a bad taste in everybody's mouth.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, he's from the very, very, very mighty Philly, and I don't take people in Philly lightly.
So you scared of Philly?
No, I'm not. No, I just go rough around the edges. I just won't play no games with nobody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? People like out here, people have a certain look about Detroit, but it's plenty of cities around them where you don't want to get caught doing dumb shit.
Yeah, don't play with people.
Yeah, man, and that's everywhere, man. You know what I'm saying?
Don't play with people. You know what I'm saying?
But going back to Meek Mill, man, that was a sketchy time for him. Drake bodied him. He got bodied by a singing nigga. Game came to Philly, got some cheesesteaks, and it was just looking bad for Meek Mill, man. but all that's past. I mean, he's reconciled with a few
old
of these
energy,
guys.
man. Old energy. They've grown past that. Meek is now getting money. I wish Game would get away from Whack. You know what I'm saying?
I just see him going out to dinner every other night, enjoying. I guess I don't know if it's that last album did all right. I guess.
So,
but Game is rich. Game is.
Let's say this. Let's say G Unit want to go on a tour or something. Is Game allowed to go on that tour? In your opinion?
In my opinion, yeah. That's what I'm saying. I think that he was a very.
Do we want to hear another G Unit album? When you got guys like Takeoff passing away, and we didn't get the Bone Thug and Harmony consistency that we probably should have got. Do you want to hear another G Unit album or a Lox album, or I want to hear more consistency from the artists that are here who take for granted being here?
Yeah, I definitely would want to hear another G Unit album. And that's with everybody involved, all the way from Kid up to the Game. You know what I'm saying? I think that group right there is also responsible for not only how we view rappers today. I think that Lil Wayne is also in that pocket. You know what I'm saying? As far as a solo artist, and then as far as a group, like those are two influential. I
definitely want to hear Hot Boys album. BG supposed to be coming home.
Yeah.
No, he ain't out. He
not out?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he should be coming home though any day.
Okay.
So you'll have BG, Turk home.
Yeah.
Wayne is Wayne. Juvie is running around, and I think they got the maturity to make something hot happen.
So with that being said, on the Libra scale, I would want to see. Who do you think
is? And it's so unfortunate that Takeoff is not here with us, man, because now I want to know. I want to see a versus with the Migos and the Hot Boys.
That would have been an interesting one to see. I definitely don't want to see Bone Thugs and Harmony in there.
No,
not at all.
Especially when niggas is swinging on Busy.
How you gonna do that to Juicy J, my nigga? You started it, my nigga. You started it. They gonna get mad. Listen, man. Shout out to the Midwest and shout out to Bone Thugs, man. Shout out to Lazy Bone and Crazy Bone for getting in the middle of that, saying, "Yo, it's not it." They were trying to,
Oh man, yeah.
But Busy Bone is too much of a diva for me, man. So I don't really want to see. I don't really want to see that.
Crazy.
You know what I'm saying? I want to see. I definitely would want to see. I would want to see. Not Bone Thugs and Harmony. I would want to see Hot Boys and the Migos. I definitely would want to see that. Like you said, unfortunately though, Takeoff is not with us anymore. So damn.
Okay, we got this new segment called "Who You Knocking Down." You know what I'm saying?
Hold on one second. Let's come back to this.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.